Yeah, she looks good.
She looks ready.
She looks damn good, don't she, Bill?
Yeah, even with a headache, she looks good.
Damn, yeah. Look at here, Bill. Look at this ragtag group coming in. First thing in the morning.
Who let these people in
Finally,
here?
faces. Well, you've probably seen them already.
I don't know these people, though. I don't know these people.
Him yesterday.
Oh, God. Bill,
Now
here we are. Yet again, another Sunday morning here in Nashville.
Sunday morning here with a horsing around bar here.
They come to us today, Bill.
It's good to see them, you know, instead of just you
That
going.
we've got our live studio audience today features the Horsing Around Bar is here. Yeah. Well, Bill, I got to say, it's been a hell of a week here in Nashville,
It has
Tennessee.
been a heck of a week, and I'm glad today's Sunday, and I'm here with you guys.
Yeah, Bill, I'm happy to be anywhere after the day I had yesterday.
Oh,
it was a good day.
Was it?
Yeah, it was just it was busy. I did. Nobody knows why Blair Joseph decided that she didn't want to work yesterday.
Uh-oh.
And, you know, Jason called me in. I was trying to ignore Blair. She had asked me to sub the gig, and I was like,
The morning.
yeah, because I already had it done. That was going to put me on 3 shows. And, you know, Blair, if y'all ever see, I can ignore her all day. But when the wind beneath my wings over here called me and said, can you do it? And I was like, For him?
You could do it. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Yeah. So it was a long day.
Well, I did catch you on the.
Oh, did you?
I did. Yeah.
So you were on the other side of
I
things.
was on the other side.
We did reference you a couple times.
Well, I didn't see that, but I got home after my first gig yesterday and was having lunch, and I happened to stroll through there, and there you were.
Yeah. Well, here I was.
There's you.
I referenced you with your shirt off.
Oh, that night, the night.
Yeah, the night you were rocking out. But you know, it's another Nashville Coffee Talk featuring Bill Cook.
Well,
our special guest today. Oh, what's her name over here? I don't know if I've ever seen Lauren wear sleeves before. When you got a funeral to go to or something? Yeah, she says she's already at the funeral. It's my career. So we need to give Lauren a microphone. But she's way funnier when I do it, when I talk for her. She's way smarter, too.
I don't know.
You don't want to comment, do you,
no,
Bill?
well, I was going to say something. We had a mic set up for her when she got here.
That's true. That is true.
But she said take it down.
This is why we can't have nice things.
That's right.
Because Lauren is selfish. See, Bill? See, Bill?
Some people are.
See, ain't
I
nobody
don't
defending
think
you
she's
today.
selfish, though.
Ain't
I've
nobody.
not seen that side of her.
What side have you seen of her, Bill?
The sweet side, the pretty side.
Oh, see, there you go. Look at Bill. He's good. He's good. You're a diplomat, Bill.
That's right. That's right.
The diplomat Bill Cook is here. Well, Bill, I'll tell you, it has been a busy week in Nashville, and I'm glad for that.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm happy. Thankful.
Well, you know what else I'm happy and thankful about is our friends from the Horsing Around Bar up in Michigan.
Up in Michigan, yes. Woo!
They're here, and so the folks watching online, they hear us reference them quite a bit.
Yep.
And they're actually here. I was convinced these people were just incarcerated somewhere.
He said
I was convinced.
Yeah, it wasn't actually a bar. It's like a detention facility.
Right. And they watch us on Sundays and during their rec time.
That's right.
You know, that's what I thought it was. But I was wrong.
Yeah, you kept saying that. And now we see them here. So, see there?
I mean, it could be some sort of charitable thing. They have to do community service to come feel sorry for me in person. Could be that.
Could be, but
You
I
know,
don't think so.
Somebody told me the other day I use too much self-deprecating humor. And I thought about it, and I thought, you know, you're right. I should take the humor out of it.
Wow. Happy day to you.
Good morning, Bill. Let's do our theme song. Oh, I got some new jokes today, Bill. You're in trouble. Watch out, Bill.
Bring it on.
Coffee black, cigarette. Start this day like all the rest. The first thing every morning that I do is start missing you. Some broken hearts never mend. Some memories never end. Some tears will never dry. My love for you will never die. In the night, a willing woman to hold me tight. But in the middle of love's embrace, I see your face. Some broken hearts never mend. Some memories never end. Some tears will never dry. My love for you will never die. Some broken hearts never mend. Some memories never end. Some tears will never dry. My love for you will never die. Thank you. Rock and roll music, Bill.
Woo!
Where would we be without it?
We did it. All right, we'll see y'all. Oh, they're hollering.
Guys,
on
how
the
are you?
street.
Bill, they're surrounding me.
You just can't hide the greatness of Rooster Brown.
Bill, it's
When
the
people
shirt.
on the sidewalk holler, "Go Rooster!"
I think they're hollering, "No, Rooster. No. Stop." No means no, Bill.
That's what they say.
Well, that's what I said this morning. I woke up. I was like, no.
I don't want to do this.
Not again. But one thing I love is Sundays.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah, Sundays are maybe my favorite day in Nashville. It always had. Before I even played music in Nashville, I always loved Sundays in this town because a lot of the crazy people are gone. The chaotic crazy people are usually gone. It's still the crazy people,
Yeah.
but it's the volume of people is lower, and you can actually get a good ramble in on Sundays. Everything's a little bit more relaxed. And, if during football season, you can go somewhere, drink 15, 16 beers, watch a game. You know what I'm talking about.
I
Yeah.
got you. I got you.
Not that I do that. I don't ever watch football.
You don't think? No, I didn't think you did.
I do drink the beer. But, Bill, I'm in a good mood today.
Yeah, me too. I'm having a good time so far.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Michigan, Michigan put a hurting on Penn State yesterday.
Well, Penn State had it coming.
Yeah.
They had that one coming. Yeah, and I'm glad. We talked about this before. We like to see college football when certain teams are better. It makes college football better. And when Michigan is good, it's better for college football. When Tennessee's good, Nebraska's won. Much as I hate to say it, Notre Dame, Ohio State. Nobody likes them. I forgot about the Ohio State. I figured out it's what that means. They're just saying it's the Ohio State University. They emphasize the wrong part.
The Ohio State.
It should be the Ohio State University, but everybody says the Ohio State University. No, it's the other. But that just goes to show you can't trust those people. You can't even phrase it right, Bill.
That's right. That's right.
But we're still high off a big win for Tennessee. Jason and I are Tennessee natives, and we are Volunteers fans, and it's been a long, sad road to get to where we got to.
Everybody should be high today because most people love to see Alabama lose.
Yeah. I heard that the goalpost ended up in the Tennessee River. where they belong. They'll never be moved from there. It's going to become a landmark. Bill, let's do a song about your house.
Let's do it.
Some Merle Haggard country music. Calm down, Lauren. It's fine.
It's okay, Lauren.
Rolling with the flow and going where the lonely go. Anywhere the lights are low, going where the lonely go, and making up things to do. Not running in all direction trying to find you, just a rolling with the flow, going where the lonely go. I've got to keep going, I can't lay down, and sleep won't hardly come when there's loneliness all around. I've got to keep going, traveling down this lonesome road, just a rolling with the flow. I'm going where the lonely go. I've got to keep going, I can't lay down, sleep won't hardly come when there's loneliness all around. I've got to keep going, traveling down this lonesome road. I'm just a rolling with the flow. I'm going where the lonely go. I'm just a rolling with the flow. I'm going where the lonely go. Merle Haggard country music right there, y'all. Thank you.
I don't know if that's my favorite Merle Haggard song, but I'll tell you what, it is my favorite Merle Haggard vocal performance of all time.
Yeah.
You listen to this, his voice is absolutely like, it is prime Merle for sure.
What's 80s Merle? Most people like, the Horse and Round Bar, they like 60s Merle.
Yeah, well, I love 60s Merle.
We do too, but 80s Merle, I feel like that's my favorite Merle, because Bill, he still sang all the other songs too, but he had gotten into using horns and
he got real horny in the 80s.
Yeah, he
for
was.
sure.
He was horned up.
What was it? We're rolling downhill like a snowball headed for hell's got a trombone on it. Yeah. Who thought of that?
Well, and one of the things Merle Haggard was able to do in the 80s is his stuff in the 80s didn't sound like other 80s country.
That's true.
And a lot of people will hear a song like Big City and they think, oh, that song's from 1965, you know, but it's what, from like 80 or 82 or something, yeah. And same with Snowball Rolling Downhill, and same with a lot of that stuff from that Ramblin' Fever. People stay here, they think that's way older than it is because it's Merle. Merle is timeless. It could be 63 or it could be 93. You just don't know. I just mentioned it, Bill. Now I want to do it.
Let's do it.
I can't get situated up here today, Bill.
Are
Our props team didn't.
They didn't get here early enough.
No, the rigging were off. It's a different mic stand than I normally use, and it's throwing me off a little bit, Bill.
Should we get it
off
right?
your feng shui.
Yeah, man, I feel like I'm facing two directions at once. I don't like it. I got the camera and then I got the handsome people. I got to figure this out, what I'm going to do right here. Sometimes I just want to go out there and face this way.
Take that thing off the mic stand and go out there and sing to the
walk
folks.
around like Ronnie Van Zant. Yeah. I'll take my shoes off and do it. Let's do it, though. Here's some Merle Haggard, believe it or not. It's all right.
It's going to be all right?
I'm going to figure it out.
All right.
It's okay.
Don't bring the
Give
show
me a
down.
second,
Don't bring
Bill.
the show down.
We're on TV, Bill. You need to straighten up over there. Hat don't hang on the same nail too long. My ears can't stand to hear that same old song. I don't leave the highway long enough to bog down in the mud. I've got a rambling fever in my blood. I caught this rambling fever long ago. I first heard a lonesome whistle blow, and someone said I ever gave a damn. Well, they damn sure told you wrong. I've had rambling fever all along. Rambling fever, kind that can be measured by degrees. There ain't no kind of cure for my disease. And there's times I'd like to bed down on a sofa and let some pretty lady rub my back. Spend the early morning drinking coffee, talking about when I'll be coming back. But I don't let no woman tie me down, and I never get too old to get around. I want to die along the highway and ride away like some old highline pole. Rest this rambling fever in my soul. Rambling fever, kind that can be measured by degrees. Rambling fever, there ain't no kind of cure for my disease. Let's treat the symptoms. Honey, well, there ain't no kind of cure for my disease. No, there ain't no kind of cure for my disease. Thank you. Classic country music. I know we got Michigan in the house.
Yeah, it's good to have him here.
Yeah, Michigan's here. Now, I wonder if there's anybody left watching online.
There might not be. Who knows?
You know, Bill, I felt kind of bad this morning. No, it's not about you. Stop. It was when we got here and we're setting up.
Yeah.
And they were here, ready to come in, and we couldn't get them in yet. Oh God.
Oh, look who's here. Uh-oh.
Well.
And Bill, we've been interrupted by a Honky Tonk miracle.
Oh, buddy.
So, I didn't lose my train of thought yet, Bill. I'm just trying to time this right to where I can survive the day. But
You'll make it.
so the Horse and Around bar was here, the patrons of said bar, and they were waiting outside. We slowed down. We delayed their drinking today. They're like, we're normally 4 or 5 in by now, hillbillies. What's going on? And I hate to inform you. I know you're trying to get here because you always hear us talk about the all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet, but we didn't have it today.
It was not
We
there.
didn't have it today, and listen, we are just as disappointed as you are. And if you want to blame somebody, blame Erica behind the bar.
Yeah, it's her fault.
Yeah, it's her fault. She didn't have any limes this morning.
No.
She didn't have no limes for our drinks.
She's usually here at 4 a.m. getting that breakfast buffet.
Yeah,
all
she
cooked
makes
up.
them biscuits and everything from scratch. And I come in here, I didn't smell the wonderful aroma of bacon or anything in here. No. When I walked in, it just smelled dry and empty.
She makes those killer omelets, and I was missing it this morning.
And you know what, Jason? I said, "Are you okay?" Thank you. I said, "Are you okay?" Because first off, I was expecting to have the spread here, and she said, "True story." She said, "Well, I woke up this morning with a headache."
That'll happen.
And I said, "Oh no, you still came to work to have to deal with me with a headache." And I immediately wanted to be nice to her because
maybe she meant it metaphorically. Maybe she said, I woke up this morning with a headache because she realized that she was going to be here with you this morning.
yeah, well, yeah,
The headache was coming on.
But for real, guys, that is Erica behind the bar. I give her a hard time because she deserves it. But the truth is, she did not make us breakfast today. That is true. But don't be sorry. Just be better.
Be better.
Don't tell me I don't know how to talk to a woman, Bill. Come on.
You're scoring points right now.
But one thing I will say this. She knew she was in trouble. So I look up while we're setting up, and here comes Erica with a coffee in each hand for Mark and myself. And I was like, boy, that is a sight for sore eyes. And she said, I hate you, and handed me the coffee and walked away. And just now she comes up with a round of drinks. Did you see that? And Jason, that is our first Honky Tonk miracle of the day from Horse and Around Bar. My God.
All right. Honky Tonk heroes back there. That means we got to do a drink together, y'all. Come on, let's see what everybody's drinking. Raise them up. Woo! On the count of 3, let's give a big old yeehaw. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, holler.
Yeehaw! And
swallow.
Well, I'm awake now, Bill. They told me the other day, they said, we're going to come down to town. It's going to be tequila talk, not coffee talk.
By the way, I've got to get, in case he's watching, I've got to get a shout out to my boy Jacob today. Today is his birthday.
Oh,
he's 14. He's going to come to our gig later on down the street. Yep.
Good. Is he drinking yet or no? I mean, if he's going to be honky tonking.
He'll come like take over in the middle.
Yeah,
He plays guitar and he's.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it because he's mine. He's pretty remarkable. He really is.
He's a damn good player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He plays better than 75%.
Yeah. Yeah, so hopefully we get to see him. He'll sit in with us today. But, Horse and Around Bar is here. I think we need to do a Merle Haggard song for them.
Yeah.
No, actually, I changed my mind, Bill.
Of course.
You know, Bill, after I felt like my voice was okay. I mean,
You mean today or yesterday? Or
yesterday,
yesterday?
I sang a lot yesterday. And this morning I woke up and said, well, I was wrong about that.
You did 3 shifts yesterday.
Yeah.
I bet you were wore out.
I did 2 Thursday, 2 Friday, 3 yesterday, and 2 today.
When you're in demand, you just got to go with it.
So that's why I take so long between songs right now. I'm just trying to let my voice warm up. But here we go, guys. I'm Merle Haggard for the Horse and Around Bar. A little swinging doors for those folks. Singing and not the bottle let me down again. I do that sometimes with this. It's on smoke-filled bar, it's something I'm not used to. I gave up my home to see you satisfied. I just called to let you know where I'll be living. It's not much, but I feel welcome here inside. I've got swinging doors, a jukebox, and a bar stool. And my new home has a flashing neon sign. So stop by and see me anytime you want to. 'Cause I'm always here and home till closing time. I've got everything I need to drive me crazy. I've got everything it takes to lose my mind. And in here the atmosphere is perfect for heartache. And thanks to you I'm always here till closing time. I've got swinging doors, a jukebox, and a bar stool. And my new home has a flashing neon sign. Stop by and see me anytime you want to. 'Cause I'm always here at home till closing time. Yes, I'm always here at home till closing time. Yeah, thank you. Barely got that one through, Bill.
You got it.
I almost started. I do that all the time with those 2 songs.
Easy to do,
I mean, I do the same thing with Waylon Jennings and Justin Bieber. I get them confused, you know.
It's an easy mistake to make.
I mean, yeah, we all know about Cocaine Bieber. I mean, you know, there's 3 distinct eras of Justin Bieber.
Yeah, this is true.
There is. I wish Lauren had a microphone.
I do too. She wouldn't. She said him to take it down.
I mean, she has so many good things to say. But
That was
Almost.
almost. What do y'all think about Lauren? Do you like her? No, you don't. I know you don't. Like, you just say y'all are. Just when I thought these were.
Your people.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, they're good people, but they're just terrible judge of character. I mean, that's. She's like, don't encourage him. She treats me like a child. She treats me. Yeah, I know, right? She treats me like I'm a fifth grader that's always like running my mouth or something. Yeah, acting out of turn. I don't know why you get that impression of me.
She told me today that she acted like a sixth grader.
Oh, is that what it was? So not sixth grader.
Yes.
Oh, so it's. I've always told people, treat me like the drunken adolescent that I am, and you'll understand it.
Yeah.
You'll understand
I got you.
a lot more about me. But let's do some Waylon Jennings. You know, we haven't done enough Waylon lately because we never do enough Waylon to
Never
satisfy
enough.
me.
Never enough.
No, this is not about you at all. A long time forgotten, the dreams, they just fell by the way. Good life he promised ain't what she's living today. But she never complains of the bad times or the bad things he's done. Oh, she just talks about the good times they've had and all the good times to come. And she's a good-hearted woman in love with a good-timing man. And she loves him in spite of those ways that she don't understand. And through teardrops and laughter, they'll pass through this world hand in hand. Good-hearted woman, loving that good-timing man. He likes bright lights and nightlife and good-timing friends. When the party's all over, she'll welcome him back home again. One way or another, Bill. Lord knows she don't understand him, but she'll do the best that she can. Be a good-hearted woman too that do no good, good-timing man. She's a good-hearted woman in love with a good-timing man. Yeah. And she loves me in spite of my wicked ways that she don't understand. And through teardrops and laughter, they'll pass through this world hand in hand. Good-hearted woman, loving that good-timing man. Yeah, she's a good-hearted woman in love with a good-timing man. Thank you, Waylon Jennings right there. Oh, bless my heart. We got a request.
More people. More horsing around people.
We have a request for some dinosaur. I hear that my set's not really working very well. But this one came through, Jake. We appreciate you. Jake is watching out, and I'm assuming he's in Idaho.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm assuming. That's where he's from. See, smart Alec?
Based on, that's where he's from.
See, I can't have nothing nice with Lauren here, you know.
The horsing around barn loves Lauren. See there? They love Lauren.
Wow. Wow. I bet you've never heard that before. You hear people like, what? They say, we love Lauren. Yeah. You know, but the truth is, for not having a microphone, you think that would be the biggest letdown. But it's not. It's the lack of steel guitar. Lack of steel guitar and microphones really driving it down. Hey, but Bill, we do have a request. Our friend Jake is watching. Now he is, I'm assuming he's in Idaho right now.
Yeah.
And Lauren says, based on what? Like that's where he's from. Yeah, but he does travel a lot.
He might not be there today.
He might not be there today.
Yeah.
There's no telling. He might be in Nashville today.
Could be.
I doubt it, but he might be. He could be anywhere. He could be at my house. You never know. But he wanted to hear some Hank Williams Jr. Dinosaur music. Jake, thank you very much, and thank you for letting me know that the app's not working very well.
I don't think it wasn't working yesterday either.
All right. There it is. It's called Dinosaur. This one always goes out to the paleontologist. Not that one. Yeah. Sorry. You know, Jason, remember that paleontology convention, how rowdy those people are?
There must be paleontologists everywhere.
Rowdy people, man. And this one goes out to the paleontologist and to our friend Jake watching, I'm assuming out west in the gem state of Idaho. It is the gem state. Not the gem state. Yeah, G-E-M. Yeah, Bill. All right, here we go. Hey man, them ain't high heel sneakers, and they sure don't look like cowboy boots. That ain't rock and roll you're playing, and it sure ain't country or rhythm and blues. And you're singing the song about making love to your drummer. Yeah, guitar pickers don't turn me on. We don't all get into Donna Summer. Do you happen to know any old Hank Williams songs? Now you see I'm a dinosaur. Should have died out a long time before. Yeah, pity on a dinosaur. Give me my hat, excuse me, man, but where is the door? And it used to be, had a lot of fun in this whole hangout. Get stoned at the jukebox, stay out of fights. Oh, and now and then, light a little smoke in the truck out back. Oh, and a little bit of Jim Beam, we get right. And you see these flashing lights sure make me dizzy. It's this goes very strange to my ears. It looks like they turned a Longhorn into a spaceship. I'll be leaving just as soon as I finish 10 beers. 'Cause you see I'm a dinosaur. Should have died out a long time before. There's a whole lot of dinosaurs, and you give us our hats. Excuse us, man, where is the door? Said you give us our hats. Excuse us, man, where is the door? Thank you. Hank Jr. by request. Going out to our buddy Jake. Jake, thank you. Yeah, guys, if your requests aren't working online, some of you know how to get a hold of us, and you can always comment towards Jason over there. You know, Jason watches. He breaks all the cardinal rules. He reads some of the comments, and let me tell you.
You're not supposed to do that.
Well, I tell you what.
Never read the comments.
You're
That's what
not.
they say.
You're not supposed to read the comments online. Everybody says that, but I go online sometimes, Bill, and I'll get tagged in comments and things on Facebook, and I don't get on Facebook much at all. Anybody knows me knows I am not a social media person.
Yeah, me either.
But I will get on there occasionally. I see, okay, I've been tagged and stuff, you know, and I'll go look and I'll see comments from our show, and it's a lot of nice things people say.
People
I
are
mean,
nice.
really, there's some really good-hearted people that are watching online. I want to say thank you to all those folks that comment and say things, and they love you, Bill. People love some Bill Cook on there. Jason, I wasn't aware of how popular Bill was. He's a celebrity.
He is absolutely a celebrity. Look at him. He's shaking his head no. You know, he's very pretending to be humble, of course.
It's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way.
Listen at it. Listen at it.
But Bill, they do. They love you on there. Guys online, go on there. Say your favorite thing about Bill Cook in the
So
comments.
you're getting them to do that. That's why they.
No, they want to. I just want them all stacked up together. But I want to be able to screenshot it and send it to you,
Okay,
Bill.
all right,
Because I know you go home and you don't. You know, you're like, maybe I'm not really the secret weapon of Broadway. Maybe. You know, maybe I don't deserve all of his ex-wives. Maybe I don't. So I just want to make sure that you realize that people do see the goodness. Bill, I thought about you this morning because I was listening to an interview with Hank Williams Jr.'s former drummer.
Former drummer.
Yeah, he played one gig with Hank. And it reminded me of the time you were out with Vern Gosdin for 6 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Randy Travis, 13 years. Pretty awesome. That's Bill Cook. But we're going to get into that. My ex-wife said that. We're going to get into all this later. But Vern Gosdin was rough on drummers, right?
He was. He was rough.
Famously so around the music
Well, apparently
business.
Hank Jr., we just did that Hank Jr. song, and apparently Hank Jr. was too, because they had fired a drummer. Hank wanted him fired, and then they hired this other guy to come in, and this is the guy that was doing the interview, and he's like, I never met Hank. They send me a bunch of songs. They didn't give me a set list. They said, there's no telling what he's going to do, but you need to know all these songs. And so he works them up, and you know he's like, man, it was a great time on the bus. It was a one-off going down to Texas for like a livestock show, big thing they were doing. And he said Hank had this thing, it's in '87, where he liked to play every instrument on the stage. Yeah. He'd play everything, steel guitar, fiddle, you know, any instrument on the stage, Hank Jr. would play it. And keep in mind, he's never met Hank Jr. before, and they're playing the show, and the sound is great, and the band's loving it. He says Hank Jr.'s going around playing stuff, and he turns and looks at him, and he said, Hank looked at me like I was crazy, like he had forgotten that he had fired the other drummer. Like, why is this guy sitting here? Why is this guy playing drums with me? I don't really flabbergasted, and went back to his show and never came back and played. And on the bus ride home, the tour manager says, "Hey, it's not going to work." You know, they tell him like an hour outside of Nashville, like, you know. And he said, what'd he say? He goes, all he said was cut him loose.
Yeah, cut him loose.
And years later, nobody ever explained it. Years later, he found out why Hank Jr. fired him. This is a Vern Gosdin thing right here now. Said he was left-handed. And so Hank couldn't jam on his drum kit.
Because he was left-handed.
Because he was left-handed. So if being fired for having long arms, that's up there with being fired for being left-handed. But that's long arm Bill Cook. We're going to get into that. But like I said earlier, Bill Cook spent 6 years with Vern Gosdin. We're going to tell a Vern Gosdin story about firing drummers in a second. But let's do some Vern Gosdin music. What do you say? A little set them up. Joe, anybody else like Vern Gosdin out there? I hope so. Here's some classic country. Bill Cook is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Russell.
You okay, Bill?
I'm good.
I'm in a mood today, Bill. I'm in a mood, They've got a vintage Victrola 1951, filled with all my favorite records that I grew up on. They got old Hank and Lefty and his B-24. Set 'em up, Joe, and play a walk in the floor. Set 'em up, Joe, and play a walk in the floor. I'm gonna spend the night like every night before. I'm playing E.T. and I'm gonna play him some more. I gotta have a shot of them old troubadour. Set 'em up, Joe, and play a walk in the floor. Set 'em up, Joe, and play a walk in the floor. Hey, my neon neighbor, they like what I play, 'cause they've heard it every night since you walked away. Every day they replay so B-24, 'cause every night I run a needle through walking the floor. Yes, every night I run a needle through walking the floor. I'm gonna spend the night like every night before, playing E.T. and I'm gonna play him some more. I gotta have a shot of him old troubadour. Set 'em up, Joe, and play walk in the floor. Set 'em up, Joe, and play a walk in the floor. I set 'em up, Joe, and play a walk in the floor. Set 'em up, Joe, and play a walk in the floor. Thank you. Bill Cook.
Russell.
Now, Bill, you played with Vern Gosdin for a while. That's a great Vern Gosdin song right there. And Jamie Johnson had a great cut of that one too. But you also played with Randy Travis. But before we get into the Randy Travis thing, these folks need to know the truth, that Bill Cook, as much as we think is untouchable, well, my ex-wife's touchable, but you know what I mean, as untouchable as you see him, the secret weapon of Broadway, there was somebody that didn't think you did that great of a job one time.
There was, but I take the source, so I don't take it to heart.
It was Vern Gosdin himself, the voice.
The voice.
The voice.
That's what they called him, or maybe he named himself that. I don't
think
know.
he probably did.
He is one of the great country singers of all time, and anybody watching online or anybody in here who's a fan of Vern Gosdin, he's a great example of never meet your heroes. Because to be quite honest, you know, everybody in the music industry knew Vern was kind of an asshole. I mean, just plain as it was. And he did have this weird obsession with firing drummers. It was almost like a mental tick, I think.
Yeah. Well, Bill, you one time had to deal with it, right?
I did. I did. I started out as a drummer myself, and thought I was a decent drummer. And Vern fired the drummer. We was out on the road one weekend. I said, Vern, I'll play drums for you the rest of this weekend. So I played drums for about 2 shows. And after the last show was over, he called me to the bus and said, son, I need to tell you something, son. He says, you know why you'll never be a good drummer? I said, why is that, Vern? He said, because your arms are too long.
It don't make no sense.
It don't make any sense to me.
What does that
either.
even mean?
Yeah, of course. We got to do a picture for the horsing around Bart, Bill. Long arm, Mark. Thank you, guys. I was ready, Bill. I was probably looking down. Well, Bill, I'm not going to fire you for being a bad drummer or for having long arms.
Okay, all right.
Randy Travis, did he ever make fun of your long arms?
No, Randy and
You
I
don't
were
really
good.
have long arms, Bill. I mean,
I don't know what that meant. It was crazy, but
they call him the Inspector Gadget of Broadway over
Are
here.
Herb's arms too long? I don't know.
But let's do some Randy Travis. Let's try to take the sting out of that Vern Gosdin story. Let's do this second song of the day about paleontologists.
That's right.
I dedicate this to paleontologists. I dedicate it to Bill Cook and my ex-wife.
Your third ex-wife, right?
Third one.
That's right.
Who's keeping track? You know, Bill, she should have been a paleontologist.
She should have been, yeah.
She is always digging up dirt, that's for sure.
That's right,
She
always.
always finds a bone.
Hey!
Okay, Bill, calm down. Calm down, Bill. Here's some Randy Travis country music. Last night I drug your picture out from our old dresser drawer. Set it on the table and I talked to it till 4. Read some more love letters right up till the break of dawn. And tonight I'm sitting alone digging up bones. Then I went to the jewelry and I found our wedding ring. Put mine on my finger and I gave yours a fling. Across the lonely bedroom of our recent broken home. And tonight I'm sitting alone digging up bones. I'm digging up bones. I'm digging up bones. Exhuming things that's better left alone. I'm resurrecting memories of a love that's dead and gone. And tonight I'm sitting alone digging up bones. Then I went through the closet and I found some things in there. Like that kinky negligee Bill Cook got you to wear. And I recall how good you looked each time you had it on. And tonight I'm sitting alone digging up bones. Hey, I'm digging up bones. I'm digging up bones. Exhuming things that's better left alone. I'm resurrecting memories of a love that's dead and gone. Hey, tonight I'm sitting alone digging up bones. Yeah, I'm resurrecting memories of a love that's dead and gone. Yeah, tonight I'm sitting alone digging up bones. I'm digging up bones. Exhuming things that's better left alone. And I'm resurrecting memories of a love that's dead and gone. Hey, tonight I'm sitting alone digging up bones. Yeah, tonight I'm sitting alone digging up bones. Bill Cook.
Russell Brown.
What do y'all think about Bill Cook right here? I mean, besides the obvious that he's super handsome and talented, you know, if I had to get rid of somebody, would it be Bill Cook or Lauren? I'm trying to turn the crowd against y'all.
I'm with you.
I'm messing with. I'd fire myself for it. No, I wouldn't. I'd get rid of Lauren. But still, Lauren gets rid of me on a weekly basis. She'll call me and say, "Oh, I'm out this weekend. It's Thursday. I won't be there Saturday or Sunday." Well, at one point, Lauren had been out so long that Jason thought she had quit the business. It was like 6 weeks that Jason didn't see her.
Yeah, and I was out a couple of weeks.
Because you were out one of the weeks.
It just seemed like I did, yeah.
And Jason was like, "Does Lauren even play anymore?" And I was like, "She's singing as much as she ever has, Jason."
Yeah, well, that told me a lot.
Yeah. Well, welcome into AJ's Good Time Bar. I am having a good time this morning, Bill. It's the kind of day that I needed. Y'all having a good time out there at AJ's? All right. Well, I know people say, "Man, you know, the morning show here, I run it kind of slow." But I do that intentionally, Bill, because it's Sunday morning in Nashville. And, you know, that's one of those things that throughout history, Sunday mornings in Nashville, they move at half speed compared to the rest of the time. And I always feel like y'all have probably partied your asses off all weekend. And it's easy. I think it's best just to sort of ease into the day. Yeah, ease into those first 4 or 5 drinks. That's right. You know, before noon. But we have a request. Our friend Sharon is watching online, Jason. And she requested a Waylon Jennings song. No way. Yeah. I know. We love Waylon. Anybody else love Waylon out there? I hope so. Because we're going to do this one called Are You Sure Hank Done It This Way? Going out to Sharon. She's in Maryland. So we got Michigan in the house. They normally watch us online. And we got Maryland watching online. We have our friends in Idaho watching. We have people that are watching out in Memphis. We have people in Minnesota, don't you know, you betcha. Yeah, we got people in Massachusetts. All the M's are squared away. We got all that. I just want to say to those folks, thank you for tuning in. I also want to say to you guys out there here in the building, thank you for being good to us so far. Let us know if you have a request. We're going to do this one for Sharon watching online, then we're going to go over our request policy for everybody. Now, Bill, we're doing like a tour of your career because you played with Vern Gosdin. We did that.
Yeah.
You played with Randy Travis. We did that. You drove a bus for Waylon Jennings.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty. Now we're doing a Waylon song. So Bill Cook is embedded in country music history. You should see his exhibit over here at the. Lord, it's the same old tune. It's fiddle and guitar. Where do we take it from here? It's rhinestone suits and a new shiny car. It's been the same way for years. We need a change. Somebody told me when I came to Nashville, he said, son, you finally got it made. Oh, Hank made it here, well, now we all sure that you will. Well, I don't think Hank done it this way. Did Hank really do it this way? Listen. 10 years on the road, making one-night stands, speeding my young life away. So tell me one more time, just so I'll understand. Are you sure Hank done it that way? No, did Hank really do it that way? Play it. Lord, I've seen the world with a 5-piece band, looking at the backside of me. They're playing my songs in one Waylon's now and then, but I don't think Waylon done them that way. No, did Waylon really do it that way? Take us on. Waylon Jennings by request. Yeah, I forgot when we do that song with Lauren, we have to do it in C. She remember she don't do B.
That's right. I don't do
You kind of did. Remember that, Jason?
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's how long it's been.
That is a true story.
It was that song.
It was that song, wasn't it? Yeah. We were playing that song not long after we met Lauren, and she started playing a few gigs with us. And she looks over at me right before we start the song and says, "What key is this in?" And I said, "It's in B." And she says, I don't do B.
And Jason, you famously said,
I don't care.
I don't care. So it's not just me that doesn't take her meanness.
I'll tell you what I was thinking of when I said that. Do you remember the movie? It had Tommy Lee Jones and Harrison Ford. He was like running. He's like, I didn't kill my wife. And Tommy Lee Jones says, I don't care.
Yeah, he's just
That's
doing,
what I was thinking of.
he's just doing his job. He's like, I'm just here to bring you in, Hoss. Let's do a song about The Fugitive. I think Tommy Lee Jones would be a good part of this one. Let's do some Merle Haggard in another key she probably doesn't do.
Oh, I bet she hates F sharp.
Anybody still love Merle Haggard music out there? Here's some 60s Merle. Here's some prison Merle.
G down a half step.
So we're going to do this one in the key of Lauren.
In the key of Lauren, she loves F sharp.
Fiddle players love the key of F sharp. You don't have to know much about music to know that when they make their face, they make a face when you say it's when you call a song in F sharp, they're like, oh God. But Lauren's got like 5 keys. What's weird is she had us change another key for her song that was actually in C to D because sometimes she doesn't do C.
It depends on what time of the day it is, I guess.
Yeah, y'all don't know what it's like dealing with her. I mean,
Yep, told you.
what?
Position.
All right. Can't have nothing, Bill. Here's some Merle Haggard music called Lonesome Fugitive. It's about Tommy Lee Jones chasing down.
This our first prison song of the day? Oh.
It is. Down every road, there's always one more city. I'm on the run, the highway is my own. I raised a lot of cane back in my younger days. Mama used to pray my crops would fail. Now I'm a hunted fugitive with just 2 ways: outrun the law or spend my life in jail. I'd like to settle down, but they won't let me. A fugitive must be a rolling stone. Down every road, there's always one more city. I'm on the run, the highway is my own. I'm lonely, but I can't afford the luxury of having one to hold me come along. She would only slow me down and they'd catch up with me. Or he who travels fastest goes alone. I'd like to settle down, but they won't let me. A fugitive must be a rolling stone. Down every road, there's always one more city. I'm on the run, the highway is my own. my own. Thank you. Mighty Merle Haggard right there. All right. Now, guys, I want to go over our request policy with everybody. We have folks that have requested songs online. We have folks that we've played songs for sitting right here. Now, the number one way to get your song played around here is to throw some love on our tip jug right there. Tip the band, request a song. People have been doing that for thousands of years, Bill. Yeah, the second way to get your song played is to scan the QR codes. You'll see them out there on your tabletops, your bar top, and on the TV screens. You can scan that with your phone and request a song from the comfort of your bar stool. And my buddy Jason Chance is over here. And he told me that there are legitimate rumors of a three-way today. Third way. Sorry.
Oh, wait. The third way, yes. Third way to get your song played. Well, it involves doing what you people are already doing today, which is day drinking. Make some noise, day drinkers. Yeah. There is a rumor floating around that this band likes to partake in the spirits, especially this time of year, during the Halloween season. But, yeah, that's the third way to get your song played. Bring us some drinks.
Not that we're alcoholics, but
No.
we do drink.
I mean, why do you have to do that to me?
I don't want to bring it up.
This is a true story. A bartender told us that.
True story. Not this bartender. That's Erica. And for all her faults, she's never once insulted us. Like, listen, we were playing a gig one time. Not here.
This is not a joke. This is a true story.
It's a place across the road. I'm not going to tell you exactly where it's at. We're playing, Bill, and I go up to the bar.
Now, to be fair, we just started playing that gig, a weekly gig, and we'd probably played, what, 3-4 weeks?
Yeah,
doing
that's
it,
probably our third or fourth time there. And the bartender's always the same on that shift. And I go up to the bar, and she didn't really know us very well. And she just looked at me, and she goes, "You have a band full of alcoholics." And I was like, whoa, you need to tone that down a little bit. As hurt as I was, I knew that Jason would really be hurt by this.
I'm trying not to get choked up talking about
rough.
it right now.
Why did that choke you up so bad? It messed you up a little bit.
It didn't just choke me up. I was triggered.
He was.
Absolutely. I needed an emotional support animal after
I
that.
called my ex-wife. It didn't help.
Because the truth is, we are not alcoholics, people.
No. Hell no.
We're just old-fashioned drunks.
That's right, Jason. Kind you grew up with, the kind you can trust.
We don't go to those damn meetings.
Hell no, not anymore. Jason, they do not let you drink in those meetings.
Ah, see, good point.
Plus, we're too busy drinking to go to those meetings soon. But that's the third way, right, Jason?
That is the three-way, yes.
Make sure that the band is hydrated, and we'll play you a song that way. Now, speaking of people that drink too much, we have Lauren Pittman here with us today. Now, I know what you're thinking, and you're right about Lauren. Obviously, yes. Terrible person. But she is actually pretty good on the fiddle sometimes. And she's not on the vocals, but she is on my nerves. I think we should do a George Strait song, a rodeo cowboy song that lets Lauren show off. You know how she is, Bill. She always wants to show off. Let's do some Amarillo by morning. Howdy. Thank you. All right, Lauren, listen, it's our first rodeo cowboy song today. Let's not mess this one up, okay?
Did they ever get my set fixed?
It's working. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antonio. Everything I've got is just what I got on. When that sun is high in the Texas sky, I'll be bucking at the county fair. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo, I'll be there. They took my saddle in Houston, broke my leg in Santa Fe. My wife became Bill Cook's girlfriend somewhere along the way. Well, I'll be looking for aid when they pull that gate. I hope that judge ain't blind. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's on my mind. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antonio. Everything I've got is just what I got on. Well, I ain't got a dime, but what I got is mine. I ain't rich, but Lord, I'm free. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's where I'll be. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's where I'll be. Lauren Pittman right there on the fiddle, y'all. What do you think about Lauren? Do you like her? They like her, Bill. They like her. Well, if you like her so much, won't you marry her? Won't you marry her? I'll tell you what, you're going to have a chance to propose right now because Lauren's coming out to say hi to everybody and find out if you have any requests. Now, this band does work off a request. We don't use a set list. Bill Cook has begged and begged me to come up with a set list, and I just feel like if I showed him what we were going to play, he would never show up for another gig. Oh, I ain't playing those songs. But thank you for being good to us so far. Let Lauren know what you want to hear, whether it's old country or even older country. Oh, my God.
Oh, boy.
How are you feeling?
It's Sunday. Miracles abound, apparently.
A honky tonk miracle hath occurred, Jason. Did this come from the horsing around people? No.
No.
People back there just somebody's like, oh yeah, if they're a band of drunks, then let's take care of them.
Thank you for being our enablers.
Yes, we don't need any reasons to drink, and I don't need another reason to quit either. But Jason,
Don't be a quitter.
tell everybody what a honky tonk miracle is.
All right, y'all, this is our second Honky Tonk Miracle, official one of the day. It works like this. It's a simple concept. It is where one or more of you honky tonk heroes. Who did this one? Where is our honky tonk hero? Who is it? Are they anonymous? Who did this
An
one?
apparition, Jason.
All right, maybe it's just a spirit. Well, anyway, a honky tonk hero went to our honky tonk angel behind the bar, Miss Erica, and believe it or not, she has magical powers.
Indeed, she do.
Especially during Halloween season.
Mm-hmm.
She can supernaturally cast a spell and make booze appear on stage for the band. It's a miracle.
It's a miracle. How dare you? And we have a magic power too, Jason. We can make booze supernaturally disappear on stage. Woo-hoo. But it requires your assistance, ladies and gentlemen. If you got a drink, raise your drinks with us. And if you're not going to raise your drinks with us, raise them against us if you want to. But get them up in the air. On the count of three, everybody holler out, yee-haw, that's Swaller. 1, 2, 3, holler. Yeah. And Swaller. Cheers, y'all. Bill, I woke up this morning, and it was drizzling rain. And then around the curve come a passenger train. And so it is. Folks watching online might not get this, but it is drizzling rain out there this morning. And we're going to do a song about that. It's some Waylon Jennings. I know we got some Waylon fans out there. A little Waymore's Blues coming at you.
Woke up this morning. It's funny, he started it like every blues song.
Yeah. Well, there's actually a song. I'm going to try to find it. It's called right, here's some Waylon Jennings. Well, I woke up this morning, it was drizzling rain. Round the curve come a passenger train. Heard somebody yodeling, hobo moan. Now Jimmy, he dead, he been a long time gone, a long time gone. He been a long time gone. If you wanna get to heaven, gotta D.I.E. You gotta put on your coat of T.I.E. And you wanna get the rabbit out the L.O.G. You make a commotion like a D.O.G., like a D.O.G. Yeah, just like that D.O.G. Let's play it. Lord, I got a good woman, what's the matter with me? What make me wanna love every woman I see? I was trifling when I met her, Lord, I'm trifling again. Every woman she sees looks like that place I came in, place I came in. Ooh, Lordy goodness, like that place I came in. Got my name painted on my shirt. I ain't no ordinary dude, I don't have to work. No, I don't got to work. No, I ain't gonna work. Waylon Jennings right there. We love Waylon, and we love Merle Haggard, Spice Girls, all the classics. All right, we got to do a David Allan Coe song, the one about naming people, darling and stuff.
Oh, darling.
Yeah.
All right, this is our first official sing-along song of the day. We got to hear y'all singing with us on this one. You will know the words when it gets there, I promise.
I might not, but you will. I forget words sometimes. Not a joke to go with that, Bill. It's just what it is, you know. There's a lot of words in songs sometimes. Yeah. Here's the one from David Allan Coe by request. Y'all sing along with us. It was all I could do to keep from crying. And sometimes it seems so useless to remain. You don't have to call me darling. 1, 2, 3. Darling. Well, hi, darling. You never even call me by my name. You don't have to call me Waylon Jennings. And you don't have to call me Charlie Brown. Oh my God. You don't have to call me Merle Haggard anymore. Even though you're on my fine side. And I'll hang around as long as you will let me. And I never minded standing Seen my name a few times on Bill Cook's Facebook. His
TikTok.
OnlyFans. I've seen it on signs where I play. But the only time I know I'll hear David Allan Coe is when Jesus has his final judgment day. And I'll hang around as long as you will let me. And I never minded standing in the rain. You don't have to call me darling. 1, 2, 3. Hi, darling. You never even call me by my name. All right. We all know that was supposed to have been the perfect country and western song, but it wasn't. Not at all. Didn't mention anything at all about mamas or trains or trucks or prisons or Bill Cook getting drunk. It also didn't mention anything about tan lines and tailgates and dirt roads and tan legs and speakers that go boom boom and your daddy's tractor and Dixie cups and red Solo cups, bragging about how country you are but not being country. And what else, Jason?
They didn't say anything about being fancy like that damned old Applebee's.
That's right, yeah. Fancy life, TikTok famous. I was drunk day my mom got out of prison, and I went to pick her up in the rain. But before I could get to the station in my pick-em-up truck, what happened, y'all? She got run over by a damn dog. Hate it when that happens.
Motorcycle gang, something.
And I'll hang around as long as you will let me. And I never minded sitting in the rain. You don't have to call me darling. 1, 2, 3. Hi, darling. You never even call me. I wonder why you don't call me. Why don't you ever call me by my name? Thank you. Oh yeah, David Allan Coe by request. Who wanted to hear "Born to Boogie"? I don't do that one. No. I don't do it. I don't do it. I know. Yeah, I mean, I don't do that song, Bill. I knew that there was people hated that song. Yeah. No, we can do other Hank Jr. though for sure, but I don't do that one. So if you want to hear "Born to Boogie," let me know what else we can do for it. We got to do a Alan Jackson song. We haven't done an Alan Jackson song yet, and that's
That seems like a war crime.
yeah. And you know, this is probably our top 3 requested Alan Jackson song here. Believe it or not. I mean, it's called "Remember When." I mean, I never thought that this song would be that popular to hear in a bar, you know. But it's a great song. It's a beautiful song. That's right. Jason just said, thankfully we have the huge dance floor here at AJ's.
Look at the size of this thing.
Well, it's big enough, Jason.
Used to be the 3rd largest in the entire Southeast. That's what I heard.
No. You're getting your buildings mixed up. This was the Civil War hospital.
That's true. That's a true story. This was actually a Civil War hospital, this building was. You could see down under the stage. That's where they... It was a Union hospital, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. It was a Union occupied Nashville for most of the war. And the truth is, I found a letter online that was mailed from this place in the 1860s from a Union soldier. I think he's from Ohio. And he was writing to his sister, but and he was writing it from here. It's pretty cool. And so this really was a Civil War hospital.
Was
but
it
the
like,
dance,
Dearest Clementine,
yeah,
I have found myself upon troubles.
yeah. But I still long for you. But no, the truth is this was, but it still has a big enough dance floor that you can put all the Civil War ghosts behind you, and you can come out here and dance or couples skate. Now it's big. We've seen people break dance in here. We've seen a lot of things on this. We've seen a lot of things on this dance floor.
We saw your buddy. This is another true story. A buddy of his came in here. We were playing this exact same gig on a Sunday morning, and proposed to his girlfriend right here on the dance floor. That was pretty cool.
And then they rolled around on the floor, I think, and consummated that.
Yeah,
thing.
just about.
And then we've seen people fight.
Oh yeah.
We've seen the biggest bar fight I ever seen took place right here. And I know you're thinking, how can it be that big in that small of a space? Because the entire room was fighting. Hello. Oh, Lauren stole our tip jug like she always does. You can just throw that on stage and tell us what we want to hear.
Well, of course. She's got it.
I don't do it. Do you do it, Bill?
Which one?
There's that Mickey Newberry record that you can hear the rain falling in the background. I think he recorded on his houseboat. We'll get to that in just a second. We have Hank Jr. and Mickey Newberry. We're going to try to take care of for you. And we got to do this with some Alan Jackson. So grab somebody you love or at least don't hate. Get them out here on the floor for a slow dance or couple skate.
Lauren should learn the mandolin part.
Don't give her any ideas, Jason.
Mandolin drives the bus on this song.
Don't tell her that. She's just going to chop my head off with that.
Then it goes to C, and then it goes to A.
Remember when I was young and so were you. Time stood still. Love was all we knew. You were the first, so was I. We made love and then you cried. Remember when? Remember when? We vowed the vows and walked the walk. We gave our hearts. Made the start and it was hard. We lived and learned life through curves. There was joy and there was hurt. Remember when? Remember when? Old ones die and new were born and life was changed. Disassembled, rearranged. We came together, fell apart, and we broke each other's hearts. Remember when? Remember when the sound of little feet was the music, and we danced from week to week, brought back the love and we found trust, but we never give it up. Remember when? Remember when? 30 seems so old now looking back. It's just a stepping stone where we are and where we've been. Said we'd do it all again. Remember when? Remember when we said when we turned gray, when the children grow up and move away, we won't be sad and we'll be glad for all the life we've had. We'll remember when. Remember when. Remember when. Thank you. Big old request for that one. Thank you, guys. All right, we have some Hank Jr. to do and try to get a Mickey Newberry song done. Which Hank Jr.? Who wanted to hear Hank Jr. out there? We don't do Born to Boogie. I apologize. But I would love to do another one for you. So let us know if you have another Hank Jr. song you'd like to hear. Lauren, were they good to you out there? Were you good to them? I doubt you were. I mean, she's meaner than hell. You know. Y'all barely survived the Lauren Pittman experience, where she just gives people mean looks. She does. She does look mean.
Well, I mean, you say that, but she is from Chicago. Thankfully, she gave up her gangbanger ways.
What?
Wait, that doesn't sound right. I know. Wait, hold on. Let me try to rephrase that.
What did she do?
She was hanging out on the south side with all the gangs. That's probably a better way to say that.
Not necessarily.
That's another reason we don't give her a microphone, because it's nothing but Chicago profanity over here constantly.
I know. If you met her, you know that. You can't get a word in edgewise with all of her vulgarities. But I'll tell you what, let's do a Hank Jr. song. I got a good woman at home who thinks I do no wrong. Sometimes, Lord, wish she just ain't always around. Don't you know that's when I fall? I can't help myself at all. I'll get whiskey bent at hellbound. Play me some songs about a rambling man, put a cold one in my hand. 'Cause you know I still love to hear those guitars sound. But don't you play I'm so lonesome I could cry. I'll get all balled up inside. I'll get whiskey bent at hellbound. Showing up around close of time, I'm stoned out of my mind, and I end up with a honky tonk special. Bill Cook turned her down. just to show as the morning sun comes, thinking of my sweet girl at home. I'll get whiskey bent and hellbound. Play me some songs about a real man. Put old Jim Beam in my hand. 'Cause you know I still love to get drunk and hear those country music sounds. But don't you play your cheating heart. Hell, that'll tear me all apart. I'll get whiskey bent at hellbound. Oh, those Hank songs always make me feel low down. Thank you. Hank Williams Jr. I don't do it. Sorry. I know what you're thinking. How can that person that runs his mouth so much not know the conversation? I don't know. It's like, just don't do it. I don't do that song. Just thought it was kind of silly. We have some Johnny Cash coming up from Mike from Gloucester, tuned in. That's good. We haven't figured out a way to do Mickey Newberry. I don't do any Mickey Newberry songs, although I do like Mickey Newberry's music.
Great writer. Yep.
Try to figure. Is there anything else we could do instead of Mickey Newberry? I just don't think we'll be able to do it, even if one of us could sing it. I just don't. Which one? Yeah, we can do that. All right, here's some Hank Williams music.
All right. I'll tell you a little story. We just passed the 70th anniversary of this song being recorded. It was recorded on September the 23rd of 1952. And we know that it was definitely recorded before January 1st of 1953 because that's the day Hank Williams died. But you may say, well, how do you know it was recorded in September of 52? Well, I can tell you that on that recording session with Hank Williams, a very young bass player, upright bass player, played on that record who was my grandfather, Lighton Chance.
Pretty awesome.
He's actually got an exhibit. If you guys, while you're in town, if you happen to make it over to the Musicians Hall of Fame, he's got an exhibit over there. He was the staff bass player at the Grand Ole Opry for a long time in the 50s and 60s. And on this Hank Williams song, in fact, I'll tell you a funny story about this. Now, my grandfather grew up on a farm in northern Mississippi. Very honest, like straight as an arrow. He truly was. Several years before he died, he got this check in the mail from the Musicians Union. It was for like $8,000. This was like 25 years ago. And he looked at it. He didn't know what it was for, so he sent it back. He was like, I don't know what this is. This isn't for me. And he sent it back. And the president of the union back then, it was Harold Bradley, he sent it back to him. He said, Lightning, this is for your cheating heart. It got picked up and used on a Pepsi commercial. And you guys may remember this commercial. It's in black and white. You're watching from security footage, you know. And there's a Pepsi delivery man in a convenience store. He's delivering Pepsi, and he grabs a Coke. Actually, it was a Coke commercial. And he's drinking a Coke. Nobody can see him, and that's what's playing in the background is Your Cheating Heart. So, yeah, all the musicians on that record got this, what they call a residual check for it being on a television show. But we're gonna do Your Cheating Heart, y'all. Some old school country music. Who still loves old country music, y'all? All right. C from the 5. It'll go to the 4 on the solo, and you'll go first. It's Steel on the record.
Bill. To hear this peer pressure, it's like I'm in high school around here. Last night we were on stage, and we had a lot of drinks bought for us last night. Somebody brought me a drink, brought us all a drink, and I just took a sip of it because I'll get there on my own time, you know. And there was a group of these guys that was from Wisconsin that remember with the mom, and the mom had said, "Oh, they can't hang with mom." They were all hungover, but finally they caught back up, and they started chanting, "Chug it, chug it, chug it, come on, drink it." And I go, "Calm down. We're not at one of your frat parties. I know what I'm doing here. I'm an expert at this, you know." Here it is, though. Hank Sr. by request. Thank you very much.
Your cheating heart will make you weep. You'll cry and cry and try to sleep, but sleep won't come the whole night through. Your cheating heart will tell on you when tears come down like the falling rain. You'll toss around and call my name. You'll walk the floor the way I do. Your cheating heart will tell on you. Your cheating heart will pine someday and crave the love you threw away. The time will come when you'll be blue. Your cheating heart is gonna tell on you. Tears fall down like the falling rain. You'll toss around and call my name. You'll walk the floor the way I do. Your cheating heart will tell on you. Your cheating heart is gonna tell on you. Hank Williams music by request, y'all. Thank you.
Jason Chance on that one, man. Sounded good. Love that. It's country music right there. We got some Johnny Cash coming up for Mike from Gloucester. If you're wondering what tells Mike from Gloucester. Yeah, he's up in Massachusetts watching. Yeah. It's not spelled like that, really. It's spelled like it'd be like Gloucester. But it's just Gloucester.
Good for you. 85 years old, still in the honky tonk.
Hell yeah.
Good job, brother.
Honky Tonk, and where are you from, sir? D.C.?
D.C. He was just telling me he remembers when Hank Williams recorded that song. That's pretty awesome.
Wow. Bill, I love Hank Williams music. Like, a lot of music gets really dated. You hear it, and it's like, I could see why maybe somebody liked that at the time or whatever. You don't really, it's kind of out of. I can listen to Hank Sr., Hank Williams music. Don't even have to call him Sr. I can listen to Hank Williams music. It's just timeless.
You know what I've always thought, because he's been so iconic for so long and so influential on country music as the way it developed from the 50s. Because, I'll tell y'all, my grandfather, when he started working at the Opry, country music was very simple and cornball and like it was like all fun, Wabash Cannonball and things like that. And Hank Williams came along and it was about like hard living and drinking and sorrow and heartache. Yeah. And it completely changed the landscape. And it seems like for a million years that Hank Williams, it just seems like he's an old guy, but he was only 29 years old when he died. Yeah. Pretty crazy. Can you imagine what he would have contributed if he'd have been around for a little longer?
A lot of the Opry people in country music, that young punk coming here, changing everything up.
Oh, Roy Acuff couldn't stand him, you know.
Young punk coming here with his energetic ways of
kicking the footlights out at the Opry.
Singing about drinking all the time and cheating. You can't have that.
My grandfather told me Roy Acuff used to call him Tex Nobody because he couldn't stand it. Yeah.
Brutal. Hey, we have Johnny Cash coming up. Johnny Cash had his own little ordeal at the Opry, but let's do this. Some Johnny Cash going out to Mike from Gloucester. Here's one called The Big River. Here I go. I'm diving in. Cheers.
Yeah. Who still loves Johnny Cash out there? Yeah, everybody loves Johnny Cash. It's hard not to.
Practicing my Tai Chi, Bill. You're going to have to give me some lessons later. I taught the weeping willow how to cry. I showed the clowns how to cover up a clear blue sky. Hey, the tears I cried for that woman, they're gonna flood you big river, and I'm gonna set her right here until I die. Hey, I met her accidentally in St. Paul, Minnesota. Hey, I tore up every time I heard her draw that southern drawl. Then I heard my dream went back downstream, cavorting in Davenport. I followed you, big river, when you called. Then he took me to St. Louis later on down the river. Well, afraid I said she'd been there, but she's gone, boy, she's gone. And I found a trail in Memphis, but she just walked up the bluff, raised a few eyebrows, and then I went on down along. Hey, won't you back down by Baton Rouge, River Queen, or roll it on? You could take that woman on down to New Orleans, New Orleans. Hey, go on, I've had enough, and you can dump my blues in the Gulf. Yeah, she loves you, Big River, more than me. I taught that weeping willow how to cry, cry, cry. I showed the clouds how to cover up a clear blue sky. Tears I cried for that woman, they're gonna flood you, big river, and I'm gonna sit right here until I die. I said I'm gonna sit right here until I die. Thank you. Johnny Cash by request. It goes out to our buddy Mike watching up in Massachusetts. Now I gotta say, we're talking about people online, we're talking about folks in the house. I want to tell you, we have best of both worlds right here. We got the Horsing Around Bar. They're always online. They tune in every week. Every week they tune in. And sometimes if it's been a couple hours we've been playing and we haven't heard anything from them, we start worrying. Well, I guess the wardens cracked down on them. But they're in the house. We love it when people that watch us online come in and hang out. We've had a few people. Carolyn's done that. We've had Buffalo, Minnesota Steve come in. Now we've got the Horse and Around bar here. Now apparently Sharon came in.
I'm still mad about that.
She hung out with Bill Cook apparently.
One of our most
she
dedicated watchers online, Sharon, up in Maryland. She came in, and none of us saw her except Bill Cook got to see her twice.
Of course he did.
Because he's Bill Cook. That's right.
You know, Bill, I got woke up in the middle of the night last night.
What happened?
Somebody called me from.
Uh-oh.
I thought, here it is.
Did you give your number out?
Well, no, it was somebody that used to be very special to me.
Oh. Is this a touching moment or what?
Well, and I thought, she's in the middle of the night. She's trying to rekindle something here. And I was like, hey, what's up? She goes, hey, babe. Can you send me Bill Cook's number? I need somebody to take care of me tonight.
Is that who that was that called?
Totally.
Yeah, that's
believe
who
that.
it was. Yeah. So so I didn't know if you got any rest last night coming to Thunderdome. She said she needed a Thunderdome. Bill, if you don't know this about Bill, is he is not only a great bass player, an excellent vocalist, honestly just a terrific human being, and just, I mean, a damn good boyfriend to at least 3 of my ex-wives, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes I get a new ex-wife, a new wife just so he gets a new girlfriend, and then that adds for a new ex-wife joke. But the truth is, though, is I have this on good authority because they've all corroborated this, that there is a sign above your bedroom door that says Thunderdome. Is that true, Bill?
I mean,
Is that true?
he started an OnlyFans. No, I'm sorry. It's not OnlyFans. What is it called? Lonely Fans. That's what it is.
No, he's just the light. It's the light. It's the light. All right, so this is Bill. Jason, tell him about Bill. There's a million things to tell about Bill.
Other than the Lonely Fans page, you can visit him at www.lonelyfans.billcook.thunderdome.
Yeah. / Thunderdome. But no, the truth is people watching online. Remember the first time you told me you ever read the comments on there.
If you haven't seen this, you guys can see it on your screen up there. AJ's, and this was part of Allan's idea. They got on top of everything during the pandemic. I think they might have been the very first bar that started broadcasting all the bands down here during the pandemic because people couldn't come in, which was a very cool thing. And so anywhere in the world, you can get to Alan Jackson's Facebook page or their YouTube page. You can watch all the bands down here. Now, what you don't see on your screen, but what we do see on our phones, is a comment section. And a while back, I broke the cardinal rule. Normally, I just ignore the comments. You know, you're supposed to ignore the comments. But somebody, this is a true story, they just typed Bill Cook in all capital letters. Bill Cook, ... Always looks so tan.
It's not the light, Bill. It's your supple skin routine. He's got supple skin, ladies and gentlemen. And he always says it's the light, but
Because he's Florida man. That's what
Florida man, and we got Florida man on the drums as well. But Bill Cook is known. He's got a whole skincare regimen. You can go to suppleskinbillcook.org or .com / Thunderdome. And you can, no, it's the coupon code. The discount code is Thunderdome. That's right. Anyway, there's a whole routine. He told me it's not just a skincare routine, it's a lifestyle. You have to do it. It's a whole lifestyle. He's out there in the morning. He said the big deal is getting the morning sunlight on your face. It changes your mood and it's healthy for your skin. Those rays in the morning can actually help you increase your collagen levels. He told me this. And I was like, yeah. He goes, and you can actually see his full routine on his Lonely Fans page if you subscribe. My ex-wife put that live stream out in her garden. And he's out there every morning in my ex-wife's garden doing Tai Chi, getting that sun on him, not wearing a stitch of clothing. And that's why it's subscription-based, Bill. But I hear that the program works great. I heard
it works good, yeah. I've got you on a program, by the way.
I looked it up, and his first subscriber was Paris Hilton, and she commented, "That's hot."
Yeah, it is hot. I'll tell you what, y'all. I am grateful to be here with you, and we want to make sure you're having a good time at AJ's Good Time Bar. So keep your requests coming. Remember, the #1 way to get your song played is to tip the band, whether you like our jokes or not. That is still how you support live music. #2 way to get a song played is to scan the QR codes. You'll see them out there. And you'll see them on your television screens, your tabletops, bar tops. And Jason, some folks have already taken advantage of the special third way today. What is it? Thank you.
Well, who doesn't love a three-way? No, I mean the third way. That's what you meant to say. Yeah, the third way is bring the band some drinks, but we're not alcoholics. We'll play 2 or 3 of your songs at this point.
All right, it's Alan Jackson's bar. I think we should do some Alan Jackson music. Did you guys have a request? You got it right after this. All right, here we go, guys. Some Alan Jackson. Let's all Chattahoochee and chill. Where are my Alan Jackson fans out there? Make some noise in this honky tonk. There we go. Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. We laid rubber on the Georgia asphalt and got a little crazy, but we never got caught. Down by the river on a Friday night, pyramid cans in the pale moonlight, talking about cars and dreaming about women. Never had a plan, just to live it for the minute. Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, never knew how much that muddy water meant to me. But I learned how to swim and I learned who I was. Thought about living and a little about love. Yeah, we fogged up the windows of my old Chevy. Well, I was willing, but she wasn't ready. So I settled for a burger and a grape stove cone. Dropped her up early, but I didn't go home. Down by the river on a Friday night, pyramid cans in the pale moonlight, talking about cars and dreaming about women. Never had a plan, just to live it for the minute. Oh, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, never knew how much that muddy water meant to me. But I learned how to swim and I learned who I was. A lot about living and a little about love. Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. We laid rubber on the Georgia asphalt and got a little crazy, but we never got caught. Down by the river on a Friday night, pyramid cans in the pale moonlight, talking about cars and dreaming about women. Never had a plan, just a living for the minute. Oh, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, never knew how much that muddy water meant to me. But I learned how to swim and I learned who I was. Lot about living and a little about love. Lot about living and a little about love. Shots. Shots of the band, guys. Shots of the band, Phil? Yeah, shots of the band. Come on, man. Yeah. That's right, y'all. Yes, yes. What do y'all think about this band up here? Do you like what they're doing so far? All right. Now, guys, we just had a request for Lauren Pittman to show off, and I promise she loves that. There's one.
That's her favorite thing. Except when it comes to singing.
Oh, yeah. She will. Actually, we know that Lauren's actually a really good singer. She is. I've heard her sing before. One day, I was sitting at a bar stool, acting like a darn fool. No, the truth is I was sitting at a bar. We had finished a gig. No, yeah, we'd finished here, and I went across the street just to hang out. And I think Jason and Lauren were coming.
I was sitting there.
It was last football season, and we would always go across the street, and we didn't have an afternoon gig in those days, and we'd go watch the rest of the Titans game usually. And there was a band playing a song in that bar, and Lauren comes up and just lays in a perfect harmony.
Just sitting there at the bar, just singing the most perfect harmony ever.
I know. And then it just smiled at us, and we were like, "You sandbagger."
Yeah.
Can't believe it.
It's kind of an asshole move.
I mean, it really is. It was really a jerk move to make. And then the first time we ever played with Lauren was right here on the stage. The first time we ever met her. And we were going to do a song called Big City, and that's a fiddle kickoff, and she totally fumbled the ball on the goal line right there, did she not? And afterwards,
false start. Yes.
Afterwards, she said, "Please don't tell my dad,
in her Chicago accent.
Dad,
Don't tell my dad.
that I forgot the kickoff to Big City." Of course, her father came to town a few weeks later, and the first thing we told him is, "You know what your daughter did? She forgot the kickoff to Big City." And then
a
later,
very famous fiddle song. Yeah.
later, he told us she really is a good. He goes, "She's not a lead singer, but she really is a good backup singer and good harmony singer." He told us that without us prompting it.
Her son told us
That's
that.
right.
She brought her kids in here one
Mom
week.
sings all the time at home.
Yeah, she just like sings all through the house, but she won't do it here. In fact, we had someone right here at AJ's a while back that tipped us $50 just for Lauren to sing a song, and she wouldn't do it.
It was. I think it might have been Mel up in Canada. I can't remember.
was.
It might have been Mel Pinkerton watch it. I can't remember. We're not done yet. Look at this. If you had a microphone, you
We're
could.
trying to shame her because at some point we're going to set her up a microphone so she will sing.
Or at least talk back. But what do y'all think about Lauren right here? And yeah, just imagine how much you could disappoint them. Well, we had a request for one called the Orange Blossom Special, ladies and gentlemen. And Lauren, as much as she loves to sing this song, is going to do it for you. But she's going to play it for you on the fiddle. And we are open for requests after this, so let us know if you have anything you want to hear. So I'm going to turn it over to this band for this one. And Lauren, don't mess it up. Everybody's watching it now, and it's very serious. Because this was requested by the Horsing Around Bar over here. They don't know what a terrible person you are yet. They still think that you're, like this is an act. You love Lauren.
They love Lauren.
All right, well, you can have her. Here it is, y'all. Called the Orange Blossom Special by request. Get out of my way, Bill. I'm in a bad mood now.
I'm so sorry. My way.
some noise, y'all. They love Lauren. Oh, Dad, the party's over.
What do y'all think about Lauren right here and the rest of this band? I'll tell you what. What's that? Oh, okay. Well, all right, fine. Jason, won't you do a fiddling tune with them? You know, maybe that Charlie Daniels song y'all do. All right, fine. If y'all having so much fun with that, I was having fun out there too. Yeah, Bill, I was back there. People said, "Could you settle a debate for us?" And they said, "Does Bill Cook always slum it so bad to come play with you? Because he could be doing so much better with his life." And I said, he has to do this as part of his community service. So that's it. But here, I'm going to turn it over to them for another one featuring Lauren on the fiddle.
Y'all, this is a drinking song. It's a Charlie Daniels fiddle song. Y'all want to hear Lauren play some Charlie Daniels music? What do you think? No, it's not that one. Definitely not that one. But it is a drinking song. We should do a drink together. Raise your drinks up high in the air one time. Come on, y'all. Let's see what you got. All you day drinkers back there. On the count of 3, we're going to blow the roof right off this place with a holler. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, holler. Now swallow. Cheers, y'all. Yeah, drinking my baby. Away. Well, I couldn't make her stay, well, doggone her anyway. You can't say that I didn't try. Pour me another one, finish with the other one, drinking my baby goodbye. Every time we disagree, she was always asking me, are you a man or a mouse? Now that she's gone, she probably thinks I'm home, just a moping around the house. She probably thinks that she's the one thing I just couldn't get along without. Well, wouldn't it surprise her? I gotta sympathize her as long as these bottles hold out. I'm sitting on a bar stool acting like a dirt fool. That's what I'm a-doing today. I'm sitting here drinking, trying to keep from thinking, losing my troubles away. Well, I couldn't make her stay, well, doggone her anyway. Can't say that I didn't try. Pour me another one, finish with the other one, drinking my baby goodbye. Oh, Lord, to sit down and talk to her, it always ends up in a fuss. I tried to reason with her right up to the time she got on that Greyhound bus. It would be better if I could forget her, 'cause she sure forgot about me. If it takes all night, I'm gonna do it right. Gonna sit here till I can't see. I'm sitting on a bar stool acting like a darn fool. That's what I'm a-doing today. I'm sitting here drinking, trying to keep from thinking, losing my troubles away. Well, I couldn't make her stay, well, doggone her anyway. Can't say that I didn't try. Pour me another one, finish with the other one, drinking my baby goodbye. I'm sitting on a bar stool acting like a dirt fool. That's what I'm a-doing today. I'm sitting my baby get back. Yeah, that's Lauren Pittman, Chicago, Illinois, right there. How about it for Lauren?
What do y'all think about Lauren? You still like her? So I walked over to the horsing around people. I wanted to make sure and greet them, and they said, "Listen, don't take it personally. We do love Lauren. We like you okay, too." And I was like, "Oh, wow." They said, but for real, they said they really do like Lauren, and I can appreciate that some people have terrible taste in other people. But I'll tell you what, Lauren's going to come out and say hi to everybody. We got a Tracy Lawrence request that we're doing. We have plenty of time to do some more songs, so let Lauren know what you want to hear. This goes out to Superman Cooks. Wants to hear this. Superman Cooks. I wonder what he cooks. Superman wants to paint me a Birmingham. Yeah. Last time we did it, I think E, and we didn't mod, but it was too low there to not mod. We need to mod. You tell me where it's going to play good, and I'll do it there. Even like the record, I don't care if the song's playing.
I mean, F sharp and G is the record.
Let's do it there. Okay. Yes, sir. Yeah, we can do some rap. Don't let me forget that. All right, here's this one goes out to Superman Cooks. That's a hell of a name. Wants some paint me in Birmingham. Bill, have you been to Birmingham?
Birmingham, England, or just Birmingham, Alabama?
That's a good question. That young man ought to be from Birmingham, England. Birmingham. No, Birmingham. They call it Magic City, Birmingham.
Okay.
And that's really what it's called. And you know, I've been down at Legion Field before. That's where the University of Alabama used to play some of their football games. But Birmingham's actually a cool town. It depends what part of town you're in. But I don't need a painting of it. It's not that cool. But no, it is a good place. Here it is, some Tracy Lawrence country music. Jason, were you on this tour?
Yes. In fact, I did this tour when this song was on the radio. I did this tour with Tracy Lawrence. And what a cool song. Tracy is, I say underrated, but he did have 18 number ones. I mean, so that's not really underrated.
Well, it's underrated in a sense that people don't give him credit for 18 number ones in like a 10-year period.
And what a terrific singer, one of the most unique voices in country music history. And he had a bunch of hits. And I personally think, and having worked with Tracy, and this, I mean, I'm not trying to be negative, but I think that had he not had some of those troubles that he had, he should be in the same. He should be George Strait by now. I mean, at least in that that type of category, or Allan, But Tracy was a terrific artist, and he was one of those in the '90s that ruled them.
Here it is by request, y'all. By request, y'all. He was sitting there, his brush in hand, painting waves as they dance upon the sand. With every stroke he brought to light the deep blue of the ocean against the morning sky. I asked him if he only painted ocean scenes. He said, for $20, I'll paint you anything. Could you paint me a Birmingham? Make it look just the way I planned. Little house on the edge of town, porch going all the way around. Put her there in the front yard swing. Cotton dress, make it early spring. For a while she'll be mine again. If you could paint me a Birmingham. You looked at me with knowing eyes and took a canvas from a back there by your side. Picked up a brush and said to me, son, just where in this picture would you like to be? I said, if there was anything you can, could you bring me back into her arms again? And could you paint me a Birmingham, make it look just the way I planned? Little house on the edge of town, porch going all the way around. Put her there in the front yard swing. Cotton dress, make it early spring. For a while she'll be mine again. You could paint me a Birmingham, paint me a Birmingham, make it look just the way I planned. Little house on the edge of town, porch going all the way around. Put her there in a front yard swing. Cotton dress, make it early spring. For a while she'll be mine again. If you could paint me a Birmingham. Oh, man, a Birmingham. If you could paint me a Birmingham. That's why I heard three different versions in my head, Bill. Thank you for that request. I think that's the second time we ever tried that song, and that's an awesome song. And one issue with Tracy Lawrence I've had is his voice is so distinct, you can't try to sound like him.
No, don't try.
And
very distinctive voice. One of the most unique voices ever.
And it's so distinct that it's hard to sing it your own way because the only thing you hear is his voice doing it. It's a tough one for me. But guys, let Lauren know if you have any other requests out there. We do have to do some Brad Paisley music. Wrapped around. I like this song. I need to go listen to it to get the placement on it. So Brad Paisley going out to our friend, I think from the UK probably, right? University of Kentucky?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm messing with you, but
which one is this? Wrapped around. Shuffle.
There's some Brad Paisley going out to our friend here all the way. You know, we meet people from England and that area quite a bit. And I always say, didn't we fight a war to get away from you people? I mean, you know, this seems like a big deal, you know, like, it's funny how, like, you can make amends with people, like, they felt so jaded towards one another, like, that's it, we're gonna have to kill each other, and now we're like BFFs again.
I feel like when the English go to, like, their former colonies, that it's kind of like they're checking up on their, like, dysfunctional children. Going to check out, come to the United States.
Or their toxic exes.
Or their toxic exes, yeah.
It's like, wonder what that idiot's doing right now. Oh, yes, of course. Well, this one goes out to England right here. Here it is, some Brad Paisley.
It's right on the one. Just guitar and 2, 3, 4. Yep.
Every day I clock out, I head straight to her house. We cuddle up on the couch, but it always ends the same old way. I'm driving home and it's incredibly late. Something's gotta change, 'cause I've been wrapped around her finger since the first time we went out. Every day and every night she's all I think about. And I need that girl beside me when the lights go out. I think it's that ring on her finger I'm wrapped around. Went to the bank, took out a loan. I went and bought the perfect stone. I called her dad on the phone. I'm taking him to dinner Sunday night. I've never been so nervous in my life. I want to do this right, 'cause I've been wrapped around her finger since the first time we went out. Every day, every night, she's all I think about. Well, I need that girl beside me when the lights go out. I think it's time I put a ring on her finger I'm wrapped around. Yes, sir, I love her very much. I know it's only been 7 months, but that's long enough, 'cause I've been wrapped around her fingers since the first time we went out. Every day, every night, she's all I think about. Well, I need that girl beside me when the lights go out. I think it's time I put a ring on her finger I'm wrapped around. I think it's time I put a ring on her finger I wrapped around. Thank you, Brad Paisley by request. Guys, we got time for one song, and Jason, it's going to be you with the hot hand because we had a request for Sunday morning coming down.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, we had a request for a Johnny Cash song. Who still loves Johnny Cash out there? God bless Johnny Cash. This is my favorite Johnny Cash song. There's a very cool story behind this song, and it goes something like this. It's become a bit of a legend through the years. The story goes that the guy who wrote this song actually got in a helicopter, and he flew this helicopter himself and landed it right on Johnny Cash's front lawn. And he got out of his helicopter and was like, "I've got this song I want you to record." And Johnny came out of his house and looked at him and said, "Well, you landed a helicopter in my front yard. You might as well play it for me. Let's hear it." So he played him the song, and Johnny liked it. He was like, "I love that song. That's a very cool song. I'll tell you what, I'm going to record it." And back then, at that time, Johnny had a TV show they used to film right here at the Ryman on Friday nights on ABC. It was a sort of a live, good time family variety hour. For any of you that happen to be in here can remember those in syndication, or even old enough to remember when it was on TV. And Johnny was gonna premiere this song on his live television show. And the producers came to him right before he went on, and they said, "Johnny, we like the song. We would love for you to premiere this song on the show, but it's kind of a family deal. Could you please leave out the line about being stoned?" Well, honestly, at that point of Johnny's career, he had probably eaten a bottle of benzos that day. So he just kind of nodded his head and was like, "Sure." Went out on stage, sang the song, performed it in front of a live TV audience, and of course, he left in the line about being stoned. And when he got to that line, he pointed up into the rafters there at the Ryman at a young Chris Christopherson. That's the guy that had written the song and flown the helicopter. And of course, Chris would go on to become one of the greatest songwriters of all time, if not the greatest. And we love this request, and thank y'all for this one. It's called Sunday Morning Coming Down.
Welcome to AJ's Good Time Bar, y'all. Y'all having a good time out there? All right. Here it is. This one we all know. Almost.
Well, I woke up Sunday morning with no way to hold my head that didn't hurt. And the beer I had for breakfast wasn't bad, so I had one more for dessert. Then I fumbled through my closet, through my clothes, and found my cleanest dirty shirt. I combed my hair and washed my face, headed down the stairs to meet the day. I'd smoked my brain the night before on cigarettes and songs that I'd been picking. So I lit my first and watched a small kid cussing out a can that he was kicking. The empty street and caught the Sunday smell of someone fried chicken. And it took me back to somewhere, somehow not lived somehow along the way. On a Sunday morning sidewalk, wishing, Lord, that I was stoned. There's something in a Sunday that makes a body feel alone. And there's nothing short of dying half as lonesome as the sound of those sleeping city sidewalks Sunday morning coming down. In the park I saw a daddy with a laughing little girl that he was swinging. And I stopped beside a Sunday school, listened to the song that they were singing. Then I headed back for home. The sound of lonely bell was somewhere ringing. Echoed through the canyons of the disappearing dreams of yesterday. On a Sunday morning sidewalk, wishing, Lord, that I was stoned. Because there's something in a Sunday that makes a body feel alone. And there's nothing short of dying half as lonesome as the sound of that sleeping city sidewalk Sunday morning coming down. Of those sleeping city sidewalks Sunday morning coming down. Great Johnny Cash, y'all. Chris Christopherson song.
Jason Chance on that one, y'all. Thank you very much. Make some noise for this band up here one more time. Thank you guys for being good to us. Remember, it's never the right time to tip cattle, but it's always appropriate to tip the band. I also want to remind you all about Erica back behind the bar. Now, I know what you're thinking, and you're right. Yes, terrible human being. We know that. But she is a damn good bartender. Y'all please take good care of her today. Oh, you love her, too. You just love everybody, don't you? Well, I'll tell you what, though. No, Erica is very lovable in her own way. You like that one, Bill? But no, make sure y'all take care of her. There's only one of her, thank goodness. And there's all of y'all, so please be patient with her and be good to her today. Most importantly, be good to yourselves and be good to one another. Let's have a good time Sunday, Nashville, Tennessee. Make some noise one more time out there. Thank you, guys.